The Elite are a powerful underground network of assassins for hire. They operate across all islands of the Atomic Kingdom, north, south, east, and west, and are bound by a strict code of conduct. If you can afford them, they will take your mark. But none of them are meant to be above the rules. Or so it was believed. At the center of this episode is Verity Lung. She is the granddaughter of the Dragon Emperor, ruler of the East, and the most lethal assassin in the Elite. Known as the Dragon Princess, Verity is disciplined and emotionally guarded. She believes in order, precision, control. But control is something that is about to be tested. The episode opens with Verity alone in her luxury apartment, preparing for her day. Messages pile in. A warm voicemail from her mother, Faye. Chaos in the south reported by the General Irish Chevalier. Then, her next mark arrives. Waldorf Hotel, Room 8, 2 p.m. Verity deletes the message and starts her day. Disguised as a hotel staff member, she arrives, champagne in hand, only to discover the target isn't an enemy. It's her grandfather. The Dragon Emperor himself has been marked for assassination. After a brief discussion and reflection on the loss of her father, the Dragon Emperor's son, Verity realizes the gravity of the situation, and she immediately launches an internal investigation through the Elite Administration, the group who are in charge of taking the contracts. Someone has violated the most sacred rule of the Assassin's Code. And under pressure, an administrator breaks and reveals the name behind the contract: Mistress 8. A shadowy assassin with influence across the districts. Verity orders her forces to spread out, pulls Iris out of the south, and places her grandfather under heavy protection. But answers don't come easily. Verity's investigation leads her to the Payne sisters, twin assassins closely linked to Mistress 8. Unknown attackers ambush the Payne sisters just as they're completing a current mark. The Moonstone unleashes a devastating energy surge and collapses just as Verity arrives to interrogate. When she wakes, her memories are gone. Verity confronts Bloodstone Payne, who is revealed to be the mysterious woman from episode 1. Her sister, Moonstone, is revealed to be the separated entity from Jemanda Silva, a person she's been looking for years. Bloodstone insists Mistress 8 did not order the hit on the Dragon Emperor, and Verity believes her, which means the real enemy is still hidden. Back at the Dragon safe house, Verity shares a rare moment of calm with her family, but the threat remains unresolved. The Dragon Emperor tells her the truth. If she wants real answers, she must seek Ereshkigal, the Blood Goddess. Verity prepares to travel west. Before she can leave, Iris is nearly executed in the south, saved only when Verity organizes a teleporter to save her at the last second. Time has run out. All members of the Elite are now under attack. At the old hunting grounds, Verity meets Ereshkigal, and someone she never expected to see again, Conrad Rutherford, hired as Ereshkigal's personal bodyguard. A flashback reveals their history, how Verity once stole Conrad's contract to free him from a cursed obligation tied to his cursed eye, and how that choice shattered their relationship. Ereshkigal performs a blood divination. The truth is revealed. The threat is the big bad wolf of the north, a warlord seeking control of the Elite assassins itself. And then, the trap is sprung. The assassin known as Little Red arrives with his forces, revealing he has the Dragon Emperor hostage. Even worse, Verity learns her mother, Faye, and sister, Feng Huang, have been taken hostage. A massive battle erupts. Iris assassinates the captors guarding Faye and Fan Huang. Conrad unleashes the full terror of his cursed eye. Ereshkigal sacrifices blood to fuel devastating magic. One of the attackers reveals herself to be a fallen angel and dies screaming. But the cost is devastating. Little Red throws a dagger, meant for Verity, but the Dragon Emperor intercepts it. Dying, he makes one final command. Before witnesses, before gods, he names Verity his successor, the Dragon Empress of the East. He dies in her arms. The episode ends with mourning and ceremony. Verity ascends the throne, surrounded by allies, rivals, and enemies watching closely. Mistress 8 sends a gift, Sergei's dagger, a warning disguised as diplomacy. Far to the north, the Big Bad Wolf watches it all unfold. Little Red is punished. His heart is torn from his chest, only to grow back again, a punishment he must endure for eternity. The war has begun, and Verity Long has only just become Empress.